Right now, a UW athlete arrested. The potential charges he faces after the Mifflin Street block party.
Plus, we'll have the latest location on Madison's black bear and what wildlife experts want you to do if you run into him.
And our radar is showing some rain, even a little bit of snow mixed in, mainly east of Madison. We'll see how long this colder weather will last coming up.
Hopefully not much longer. For goodness sakes, gosh, we've just been stuck in this rut of cold, wet weather.
And it's May 1st. It should be gone by now.
Yeah, when it does change, I think it's going to flip pretty hard. So
let's do it.
Let's do it. I think by the end of the week, going into the upcoming weekend next week, we're going to see a major shift in our weather pattern because it just can't last this long. We are into May now, but we are still talking about a little bit of snow mixed in. You can see this blue on our Doppler track up in parts of Dodge County, seeing a little bit of that mixed in. Mainly some rain showers from Madison areas to the east. You notice to the west, though, there's not much falling. It looks like that area of rain is going to be mainly staying from Madison areas to the east, so basically east of I-39. Just a few sprinkles, but you see some of this blue showing up. Can't rule out a flake coming down. Once again, it's not going to be a big deal on the roads, but it's just one of those signs that it is a blustery, cold morning. The winds are a factor as well. Sustained winds right now at 22 miles per hour in Madison, so it's going to be one of those days where you need that heavier winter jacket yet. Hopefully, after this go-around of this cold weather the next couple of days, you can finally put those winter jackets away. Right now, though, we are at 40, so a couple more cool, windy days, sometimes wet as well. Milder weather will return by the middle part of the week. Not a whole lot of rain in our forecast later this week. Can't rule out a spotty shower, though, Thursday or Friday. Most of it's coming in this morning. Some rain, maybe mixed with a little bit of snow, especially areas to the east and northeast of Madison. Only getting into the upper 40s today. So traveling, watch out for some of the wet roads this morning. Maybe a snowflake hitting your windshield as well. Scattered showers into the noon hour. A lot of this rain should start to taper off later this afternoon into the evening. We'll talk more about that warm-up later this week coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Developing this morning, the UW Athletic Department says it's gathering information about the arrest of one of its star players.
Yeah, we're talking about wide receiver Marcus Allen, arrested during the Mifflin Street block party. According to the Dane County Sheriff's Office, Allen faces potential charges of being armed while intoxicated. Allen has not been officially charged with a crime at this point, and it is News 3 Now's policy not to name individuals before they've been charged. We are making an exception in this case, given Allen's notoriety. Madison police say 10,000 people attended the Mifflin Street block party over the weekend. 44 were arrested and 4 were booked into the Dane County Jail, including a man with a stolen gun in his backpack. However, it is not clear at this point whether that arrest is related to Allen's.
Allen was released from jail after he was bailed out. He's due back in court on June 26th. Police did not release the names of the 3 others booked into jail, saying more information would come today. Allen played 6 games for the Badgers last season, scoring his first career touchdown during a win over Northwestern.
This is a developing story, folks, so be sure to stay with News 3 Now as we learn more. You can do so by downloading our free news app. To search Channel 3000 wherever you get yours.
A contractor with a history of scamming people out of thousands of dollars has a status conference scheduled for today. Tyler Hansen and his various LLCs are facing contractor fraud allegations in 16 different counties. A criminal complaint alleges he and his wife Jennifer would regularly deposit customer checks into a business account. When those checks cleared, they would take the money out in cash and then hide it to prevent customers from asking for refunds due to incomplete work. That status conference is scheduled for 2 p.m. today.
In Texas this morning, the manhunt continues for a suspect accused of targeting his neighbors in a deadly shooting rampage. A 9-year-old boy is among the dead, along with 4 others. The FBI is involved in the search, along with more than a dozen other agencies. This all started Friday night after a neighbor asked the suspect to stop firing his gun in his yard so they could put their baby to sleep. Investigators say that man took an AR-style rifle to his neighbor's house, inside, and opened fire, killing 5.
We're asking everyone for your help till we can bring this suspect, or this monster, I will call him, to justice.
Police do have the gun used in the crime, though they warn that the suspect could still be armed.
Continuing coverage now, we're on bear watch this morning in Madison after a spotting on the city's west side over the weekend. The latest update comes from the Nextdoor app. Neighbors on there report they saw the black bear in the Meadowood neighborhood on Sunday again. He was first spotted in that same area Saturday. He was up in a tree. We caught him on camera. The DNR says it will not remove the bear, and Madison police say he'll likely leave the area on his own. A reminder, don't approach him if you do see him. Don't run up to him. Make a lot of noise if you're by him. That'll keep him from approaching you. You should also keep your garbage cans, bird feeders, or any other food inside.
As April comes to a close, so does Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Advocates are looking back on their work and looking ahead towards a safer future for everyone. A rally at the state capitol wrapped up the month, organized by the group Game Changers, a team of Dane County high school students working to educate their communities about rape culture. That education is something local teachers say is critical when it comes to ending sexual violence.
As a member of the Madison Metropolitan School District, I am well aware that what we do in terms of supporting young people in understanding their rights to their own bodies is lacking and must be transformed.
If you or anyone you know is experiencing a crisis related to sexual violence, the RCC Sexual Violence Resource Center has a 24/7 helpline available. Calls are free and confidential. Just call the number on your screen, 608-251-7273.
New this morning, concern in the banking industry as federal regulators are racing to save yet another troubled bank. The FDIC has seized First Republic Bank. That's the third major bank to fail in 2 months. According to the California Department of Financial Protection, the bank has accepted a bid from JP Morgan Chase to assume all of its debts. It's an effort by federal regulators to restore confidence in the banking industry as a whole.
We've got to prevent this from happening again, and the best way to do it is to guarantee these deposits.
Some more finance news this morning. A big change for how people are paying for new homes. There's a new mortgage fee structure that could lower closing costs for some borrowers with weaker credit scores. It would raise them for people with higher credit scores. This is an effort to help people who might be struggling to buy their first home.
New information now in a World Economic Forum report out this morning. Big changes expected for the global job market thanks to artificial intelligence. According to the report, 14 million jobs will disappear in the next 5 years as companies adopt AI technology. The WEF also says that some of the fastest growing jobs worldwide are related. They're AI and machine learning specialists.
6:06. Today's weather might not have you thinking about getting out and mowing your lawn, but that's going to change soon. Consumer Reports wants to help you find the right mower for all of your spring and summer needs.
It's not your typical vacation photo dump, but every year, CR's lawnmower experts escape the cold Northeast winters for sunny Florida.
We go down to Florida in February while some people are still digging themselves out from snow so that we can test mowers before people are thinking about what they need.
And it's serious business. Every mower goes through a series of tests, from how evenly the grass is trimmed to how easy the mowers are to operate. Testers use the mowers in all the cutting modes, side discharge, bagging, and mulching, to see how well they work and to make sure you're getting what you pay for. Whether it's a traditional gas-powered mower or a newer battery-powered technology that keeps getting better and cheaper.
We're seeing more and more battery-powered mowers coming on the market that are at the lower price point but manage to compete in terms of performance with the better ones.
This Greenworks self-propelled battery mower earns top scores for evenness, mulching, and handling. You'll lose some bagging performance, but save hundreds with this green machine, which also offers very good mulching. If you've got a smaller lawn or aren't as concerned with recharge times, consider the Skill, which delivers excellent cutting performance and mulching. A final tip, CR says unless you need to bag your clippings, mulching is actually better for your lawn because the clippings deliver nutrients, which means you can use less fertilizer and save water too. Plus, you won't have to dispose of all those clippings. This is Teresa Panetta.
It's 6:08. Coming up, we take a look at April's most memorable moments that happened in the 6:08.
And the Packers have a slew of new young players this morning. Coming up at Sports, Jordan Reed will break down the draft picks.
At Stanton Optical, independent eye doctors are available for eye exams whenever you need one. You should have seen me before I got mine. You're so quiet. Are you mad at me? Book your free same-day eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
We started with 50, and now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. We want to take out your old windows and install new Eco Sky windows, featuring Sky Mirror technology and insulated frames for superior energy efficiency. Call Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for new Eco Sky windows. And with Mad City's Price Lock Guarantee, receive a free design consultation and lock your price in for 1 year. Plus, 30 homeowners who call now get special savings with free installation on a house full of new windows. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior military discounts. And if you call during this program, you get a free $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. Be sure to ask about Mad City's Do More discount for additional savings on a new bath, shower, or kitchen cabinet refacing. Mad City is the company your neighbors trust.
It was just smooth sailing, honestly. They just came in here and did what they were known to do, and they were really good at it.
More than 50,000 satisfied customers trust Mad City. A+ rated with the BBB. And now take a look at our Eco Sky windows with insulated glass and fusion welded frames to give your home an energy upgrade. Be sure to ask about the tax credit on new Energy Star rated windows. And now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. 30 homeowners who call now will save with free installation on a house full of new windows. No interest and no payments till 2025. Senior military discounts. Plus, call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call with zip code and location to qualify. 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $400 at LensCrafters, over $200 at Walmart, and over $150 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back, folks. It's the start of a new month, so that means it's time for our April look back in the 608.
Josh Freider had a lot of memorable moments this last month. Josh, your first full month since Leah got back from maternity leave, right?
Yeah, and it was a busy one as I was out full time once again. We made some more incredible memories, of course, along with sharing some inspiring stories. Jumping around at the 4th annual Flight of Lights this morning.
Josh Freider's hiding behind one of those sunburst chairs.
Hey guys, look at that. Look at that glow this morning. And we're just hanging around in the 608 this morning. Coming up, details on Cycropia's experience.
The home opener for the Milwaukee Brewers. So we sent Josh on a little road trip this morning.
First off, guess what I'm holding right here? This is a brandy slush, guys. This is one of the new things that you'll be able to check out here. Look at who we got right here. Hey, Bernie. Oh, my gosh.
Here we go. I'm going to take a bite. You can hear this crunch, and it'll make you jealous, Leah.
This is my favorite.
Oh,
yes.
Stop it.
Oh, my gosh.
Stop it.
I will never forget this moment. And Zach remembers when I was down there with him last year. Oh, my gosh. Can't you hear the crunch of that? Like...
Go hit the rope. All right, good job. You're in.
I did it.
All right, now then, you're basically trapped. Got your rope.
So I'm all tied up here, guys. I'm just thankful that I'm still on 2 feet. I was worried that he was going to put me all the way down this morning.
Pause on either end, because the ends of these pendulums are where you would be able to do tricks.
We're not quite to the tricks level yet.
Just getting started. This is called the Freshman 15. It's 15 scoops of ice cream and 5 toppings of your choice.
Guys, oh my gosh. I'll just be here until the next segment. I'll probably have this all down in about 20 minutes.
Well, we're trying to figure out how to get a cooler to you.
This is not a fundraiser. As I told you, it's a heart raiser.
We love that. I'm going to use that forever now. Remember, you can always watch our features by going to channel3000.com and clicking on the In the 608 tab. And I love that last soundbite that we talked about there, the heart raiser.
Heart raiser.
Because I think that's really a good summary of what this segment has become over the last couple of years, is getting out and being able to lift the community up with some positivity, which we need every single day.
Everywhere we go, people are like, Josh, we love your In the 608. It makes our morning. It's so nice to hear. A little bit of positive news goes a long way.
I think it just goes to show that, and of course, you know, I only get to do one story a day, right? But we know that there are so many more stories out there. So I think that's, you know, your plea to please reach out so we can get more of these out there and spread some good news in the community, because we know it's there, right? This is Madison. This is why we live here. So
yeah, there really are eyes and ears out in the community. And I mean, who knows? Shoot him an email. It works. I mean, he picks stuff all the time. We're always looking. It was funny because when we started this segment a couple of years ago, it was like, are we going to find enough stories to do every single day?
I was super nervous.
Now you got a backlog.
Okay, bosses, that sounds great, but I can see this, and no, it has not been an issue ever since.
Not at all.
It's
Not
super
at all.
easy, and you guys make it possible, so thank you.
All right, Josh Breiter, thanks for making our day every day.
You bet.
All right, let's get to Kelly Slifka now and look at that first warn forecast. It is another chilly, wet start to the day, Kelly.
Yeah, Josh went through the 608 in April. We're saying good riddance to April. Hopefully, May will finally bring us some decent weather. We just have to get through a couple more days. This very slow-moving storm system has just been sitting here over the Great Lakes states, and that's what can happen quite often in the spring. That's why it's so hard to get over that hump here. These storm systems just kind of get stuck right over the Great Lakes states, and that's what we have going on this morning. Some rain showers mainly east of Madison this morning, but you see this blue. That's indicating some snow, and they've had 4 to 10 inches of snow already in the UP of Michigan into extreme northern Wisconsin. As you get up toward Eagle River, Houghton, Michigan, they have winter storm warnings into effect. Even some winter weather advisories down through the Fox cities as far south as Appleton. We can't rule out a flake or two of snow mixing in, but right now most of this is just to the east of Madison. But you can see as you get east on the east side of Madison, you are seeing some of that rain. But where you see this blue shading, this is what the radar is indicating that possibly is falling as some snow. So don't be surprised if you see a snowflake or two this morning, especially areas to the east. Mainly some rain showers, but a cool rain at that. A couple more cool days for us today and tomorrow. I think that transition day comes Wednesday. Start to see our temperatures moderate, get back into a little bit more sunshine, and then we're going to see some much nicer weather by the end of the week. So we typically should be in the lower 60s, but we're well below that the next few days. But as we get toward the later part of the weekend looks great, and we're actually going to jump above our average, headed into the 70s later this weekend into early next week. Right now, 40 in Madison, the Dalles, 34 in Juneau, 41 in Janesville. A cool start to the morning. Upper 30s to around 40 across Dane County. Wanakee right now 37, Sauk City, Cross Plains, Mount Horeb, all at 37, 37 also in Stoughton this morning. Also have these winds. They're out of the northwest, up there sustained at 22 miles per hour. So it is a breezy morning with some of these rain showers. You notice it's mainly from Madison areas to the east. As you go west into western Dane County areas to the west, not really going to expect much. Just going to be kind of cool with temperatures in the upper 40s to around 50. This cold air mass will finally retreat, it looks like, later this week, and we'll get into a southerly flow, and that should bring us some warmer weather finally later this week. First warm forecast, the morning rain, some snow mixed in at times, especially areas to the northeast of Madison. Up to 47 today only, 50 tomorrow, still pretty blustery. It does warm up by Wednesday. Much better weather by the end of the week, and temperatures closing in on 70 this weekend.
Brewers finished up 2 weeks of interleague play Sunday afternoon, and they headed into their series finale with the Angels with a lot of momentum. 7-4 over the last 11 games, 3 straight wins, and a chance to sweep the Halos. But LA puts a halt to that. Jake Lamb takes Colin Ray deep in the second inning, and that solo homer is good for the early lead. Well, Shohei Ohtani provides more run insurance with an absolute bomb to center in the next inning. His 7th homer of the season makes it 2-0 Angels. The Brewers got a couple of chances to get on the board, but no big hit. They fall 3-0. They still get the series win. Now they got an off day today, start a 6-game road trip tomorrow, and it's going to start in Colorado. 3 Badgers heard their names called in this year's NFL draft. Joe Tippmann, Keanu Benton, and Nick Herbig. Tyler Beach landed with the Texans as an undrafted free agent. So where does that leave UW's jewelry thief? Well, John Torchio is heading east as he's got a minicamp invite with the New York Jets. Also happens to be where fellow teammate Tippmann is. The Jets took him in the 2nd round. This past season, Torchio really made a name for himself. 56 tackles, 31 of them solo, with a team-high 5 interceptions. 2 of them taken in for touchdowns. Packers did some damage in this year's draft. They take 13 players, tying the franchise's largest class in the 7th-round era. And it's a well-rounded group. The Packers went offense 7 times, getting a trio of wide receivers, pair of tight ends, a running back, and a quarterback. And defensively, they got Hercules first round, pair of linemen, and 2 players to bolster the secondary. Now, you can't forget about special teams. The Packers also got themselves a kicker. So a lot of new, a lot of youth, and Matt LaFleur is ready to get to work.
Our job as coaches is to find out what people do the best and put them in those situations, and still always trying to work on maybe what are perceived weaknesses or whatever, but just really excited about the group overall. I think we definitely got better. Now it's on us to try to develop these guys as quickly as possible and put them in situations where they can showcase their talents.
Back to you.
Coming up, a country music icon turned 90 over the weekend and brought his friends out to celebrate.
And ahead in our next half hour, an update on the train derailment investigation outside La Crosse. Plus, as we go to break, a look at gas prices this hour. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Milk with your cereal with Fairlife. It's more like cereal with your ultra-filtered milk with a creamy taste plus 50% more protein, 50% less sugar. Turn nutrition into nutrition. Fairlife ultra-filtered milk.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
Precision is an excellent company. We had an idea of what we wanted, but we weren't sure how to put it together.
It's kind of one of those things that I personally take pride in, making sure that the people make the right decision.
We highly recommend Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
This ring symbolizes the eternity of our relationship.
We met in 7th grade typing class. 16 years later, I said, will you be my girl?
Jesse, I've always been your girl.
Every occasion deserves love. Jared, love brilliantly.
The pain level was over 10, and my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports there. It was the first time that I had no pain.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Mary sent in a picture. Her dog Whiskey had 9 puppies about a month ago now, so these little guys are getting older. I'm thinking about, maybe getting another 1 or 2.
Oh, come on. Bascom's jealous enough already of the baby.
She is. She doesn't get enough attention as it is. I have a girlfriend who has 2 labs, and she says it's great. They wear each other out.
Okay.
One of them, this is hilarious, one of them has a security blankie. It runs around with a blanket in its mouth. It won't go anywhere without its blanket.
Sweet. That's pretty sweet.
So,
what an adorable picture, Mary. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning and share your morning with us. Real easy. That way we'll find it on social media. Well, there's a special birthday celebration over the weekend. The one and only Willie Nelson turned 90 Saturday. A star-studded lineup helped him celebrate the milestone at the Hollywood Bowl. Some of the big names on the stage: Neil Diamond, who's 77 years old, by the way.
Whoa.
George Strait and Snoop Dogg.
Some of his best buddies.
I know. 90 and still kicking it, still performing live. There's George Strait right there.
Oh, good-looking man. The king.
Always that black Stetson. He's always got that black Stetson on.
Classic look. Hey, I can't believe he is still performing at 90. That's so impressive.
It's very impressive. And he's still got that same guitar, that beat-up old guitar. Looks like something you'd find at a garage sale or something.
That would go for quite a few minutes, quite a few dollars, I do believe.
Someday that will.
Very cool.
Well, happy birthday, Willie Nelson, 90 years young.
6:25, we're talking about a pretty cool start to May, Kelly.
Yeah, we're starting out May, not so great. Obviously, like we left April with some showers around the area, even a little bit of snow mixing in, especially areas to the north up there in Dodge County, just north of Watertown. You see that blue? Most of this is from Madison to the east, and that's going to be pretty much the situation, basically east of I-39. So east of Madison throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon. It's cold, though, this morning. Temperatures around 40, and the winds make it feel a lot cooler. So you can see how this rain as you plan your afternoon. Areas from Madison to the east, seeing the rain. Steady light rain, maybe a little bit of snow mixed in this morning. So that should be tapering off later this afternoon as we get into the upper 40s only. A little bit warmer off to the west. Northwest winds up there at 20 miles per hour will add to that chill as that rain starts to taper off as we go into the afternoon hours. So no bargain tomorrow really either. Still only 50. This is, May now. Maybe a shower in the morning. Temperatures gradually starting to warm up. Isolated shower Thursday and Friday. 70 possible by the upcoming weekend.
All right, Kelly. Thank you. Keep it here, folks. More News 3 Now this morning. Right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get that smart sugar, just 99 cents. And Hy-Vee large eggs, just $1.77 at Hy-Vee. Save on that smart sugar, just 99 cents. And Hy-Vee large eggs, just $1.77. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Did you leave the lights on?
No. What the?
I'll go check it out.
I'm not a raccoon whisperer, but I can help you upgrade all this.
With free installation on Feldco windows, siding, doors, and roofing, plus no money down and no interest for 1 year. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home.
This offer ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Breakfast sounds better together, doesn't it? Make it even more special with the hazelnut and cocoa taste of Nutella. Nutella, wake up to wow.
Imagine life without that awful joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, and back. Now there's an amazing non-invasive medical option available here. Regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. No surgery, no steroids. A natural solution that helps restore damaged tissue in your joints with long-lasting results. Don't spend one more day in pain. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. Learn more about these non-surgical procedures at QC Kinetics.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
One day, I will rock that swimsuit.
Your one day is closer than you think. From fresh meals to one-on-one coaching, Jenny Craig is Weight Loss Made Simple.
Your one day starts today.
Try Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod.
Who needs that much more Tide?
He does.
No, what does that mean?
It means you're gonna need more Tide. See? More likes, more Tide. The more adorable, more Tide. Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
You're gonna need
more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every Power Pod.
Get that smart sugar, just 99 cents. And Hy-Vee large eggs, just $1.77 at Hy-Vee. Save on that smart sugar, just 99 cents. And Hy-Vee large eggs, just $1.77. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Right now, new information in the train derailment in western Wisconsin. What U.S. politicians have to say about the crash.
Also, a rush to evacuate Americans this morning with Sudan on the brink of civil war.
And we continue to see some chilly rains. Can't even rule out a few snowflakes mixed in this morning.
How about that to start off your Monday morning, folks? Thanks for joining us anyway. I'm Chris Stanford.
I'm Leah Lynchide. It is May 1st. Check your calendars. It's supposed to be about 60. We're looking at temperatures below 40 right now.
Yeah, it's just sitting around 40 degrees this morning, and it is a chilly rain at that. Kind of like what we had yesterday. Most of this is from Madison areas to the east. Occasionally you see some of this blue showing up. That would indicate the radar's thinking that maybe a little bit of snow mixed in, especially in parts of Dodge County. Starting to see some of this accumulate here in Fond du Lac through the Fox Cities up toward Green Bay. Most of that staying to our east, and we're right on the edge. Can't rule out a few sprinkles, especially as you go to the east of Madison this morning, headed over toward Marshall, then especially into Jefferson and Dodge County. That's where most of the rain is falling this morning. It is blustery again. We have these sustained winds up there at 20, 22 miles per hour here in Madison. So another windy afternoon with temperatures around 40 this morning. Not going to warm up a whole lot this afternoon. We've got two more of these cool windy days headed away, wet at times as well. Milder weather by the middle of the week, and then by the end of the week, it's going to be much better. Generally dry. Can't rule out a spotty shower, but no big storms headed our way as we close out the work week. We just have to get through the next couple of days with the clouds, rainy weather this morning. A lot of this starting to move on to the east as we go into the evening hours, but only upper 40s today, so running well below our average, which we typically should be at 63, only getting up to 47. Scattered showers this morning into the early afternoon hours. It will be blustery. We'll talk more about that warm up later this week coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. We might not be seeing snow right now, but it's a different story to the north. Take a look at this live look at Marquette, Michigan. It's about 6 hours north. They're under a winter storm warning right now. They're expecting to get upwards of 2 feet when all is said and done. By tomorrow is when that warning expires. Folks, it is indeed May 1st.
More snow sticking in the Wisconsin Northwoods over the weekend. This is video out of Rhinelander, getting a couple inches on Sunday morning. They're expecting some more today, too. So far this year, Rhinelander's gotten about 90 inches of snow. That's the most they've seen there in more than 6 years.
We're going to keep you updated on any changing conditions throughout the morning here in southern Wisconsin. You can follow along yourself, though, on the First Warn Weather app. Just search for WISC Weather in your app store.
6:32 now to an update. A man in custody after a domestic dispute led to a nearly 3-hour standoff with officers. Police were called to Evergreen Boulevard just across from the Riley Depot Park before 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Officers say a man told them he had a gun. A negotiator for the Dane County Sheriff's Office was called in to help. And just after 7 p.m., the man surrendered peacefully. He's facing charges of disorderly conduct while armed and intimidating a victim while armed.
The cars are clear and a federal investigation is underway in a train derailment outside La Crosse. It happened in DeSoto about a week ago now. Wisconsin Representative Derek Van Orden says he spoke with BNSF about a week before the crash and was assured the tracks were safe. He says he now plans to work more closely with the railway company. He also gave his praise to the quick cleanup response. Emergency management from that area says no hazardous materials leaked during the crash. 4 crew members were hurt, but not seriously.
A Middleton woman facing some charges this morning for allegedly driving drunk and crashing numerous times into a neighborhood. Then police say she ran from the scene. This all happened near Donna Drive, right by the UW Credit Union, just before 1 a.m. yesterday. A homeowner reported that someone crashed into her 2 cars in the driveway. According to police, a 21-year-old Middleton woman was speeding eastbound on Donna Drive, lost control near the intersection of Spring Grove, and went over a curb. Police say the driver hit and knocked over a power pole, damaged a small trailer, trampoline, and those homeowners' vehicles. And then she ran before police got to the scene. Police say she admitted to drinking wine before the crash and her blood alcohol level was double the legal limit.
6:34 now. The State Department says it counts nearly 1,000 Americans safe and out of war-torn Sudan as evacuations there continue. People working in Sudan from around the world, including the U.S., are trying to get out as the fighting there escalates. They traveled 500 miles to safety from the capital to Port Sudan and then ultimately to Saudi Arabia. Taha Halouf is a Sudanese American from Detroit who was in the country until just recently. He reached out to the U.S. Embassy for help getting out.
They said they're going to call us back. And we're waiting for calls and nobody call us. No one call us. And we, after 4 days, and we start calling the embassy, and then the phone is nobody answers. I mean, it's out of service because they close.
It's now the start of week 3 in this conflict. The fear is that the fighting will devolve into a civil war.
Happening today, the Boys and Girls Club welcoming a new facility to Portage. Formerly the Rush Elementary School, the club's going to take advantage of the school's old gym to host all sorts of physical activities. Staff say that the building will have a STEM room, reading space, and a large game room to create a safe place for 1st through 12th graders after school. The Boys and Girls Club expects to welcome at least 100 kids today.
There's a new way to help your pet's memory live on forever inside Madison parks. A tribute to your furry friends is now up at Quan Dog Park. Crews unveiled it over the weekend. There it is. Community members can purchase forever tags to be mounted on the tribute.
Dogs have continued to grow into families' lives and are becoming more and more considered family members, and we wanted to give a spot for those people to honor and memorialize them.
The tags cost $100. The first 300 will be mounted to the tribute at Quan Park. All the money raised will directly benefit Madison's Parks Foundation.
Watch this. In Waukesha, dogs that are not used to water are at risk of drowning, according to dog trainers. So Think Positive Dog Trainer is offering a 40-foot dock and a 41-foot pool to help dogs get more comfortable and learn how to duck dive. After surgeries, it's recommended that dogs are trained to swim and train on a water treadmill like this. That can make them stronger, faster, and happier.
It's a great idea for our dog. She's terrified of water. Zach would love it if she would just jump off a dock.
Right? You just got to commit and, you know, make the dive. Take the plunge.
I feel like there's a lesson in there for all of us.
Isn't there? There usually is.
Deep talk on this Monday morning.
All right, let's take a look outside this morning. We're keeping track of your first warn traffic out there as it starts to pick up on your Monday morning. Ahead, when we can expect a warm-up out there as well.
Plus, new hope for those with diabetes, the drug that's on the fast track for approval.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Ryder. We're taking a look at some of the memorable moments April brought us in the 608 as we look ahead to May.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World, your locally owned and nationally known remodeler. Experience customer care and appreciation like you deserve with a family-owned small business located right here in Madison. Let us prove to you that quality and comfort are affordable with a house full of windows starting at $4,800. For the best windows, the best install, and the best price, call Window World today.
2 for $7. Every day. Classic beef and cheddar hard. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Show us your weather photos, and you could win a First Warn weather umbrella. Send us your weather pics in an email or on the First Warn weather app. We'll select and showcase the winning entries each day on News 3 Now This Morning and News 3 Now at 6. Send in your pics to win a First Warn weather umbrella today.
A 106-year-old masterpiece.
The detail in this building is hard to grasp.
What would it cost to replace our iconic state capitol?
Learn why the number I discovered is just the beginning.
The Price of Perfection, Thursday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now This Morning.
Welcome back. On the Health Watch this morning, new findings show a diabetes drug being tested for weight loss is showing promise. Eli Lilly reported in their study tirzepatide helped overweight and obese diabetics lose up to 16% of their body weight over 17 months. People without diabetes lost even more weight. The company is applying for a fast-track approval from the FDA. Pretty lucrative deal there, considering the diabetes drug Ozempic has been making headlines recently as more people use it off-brand for weight loss.
In other health news this morning, young children with common ear, nose, and throat issues may be at higher risk of developing autism. A study published in the British Medical Journal looked at more than 10,000 kids in this study. Those who had experienced autistic traits had issues like mouth breathing, snoring, ear pulling, and poor listening skills. Sleep apnea was also closely linked to autism diagnoses.
It is 6:40 on your chilly Monday, May 1st. Kelly Slifka here now with your First Warn weather. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, you know what? We're talking about some really cool weather moving through the area this morning. We've had some of this rain moving through as well. Temperatures have been way below our average for this time of the year, and it's also been very windy as well. What we're looking at is some rain that's been moving through. It's all due to this storm system that's been slowly moving through the area here. We'll get to it here as my computer graphics come up. Looking at a very slow-moving storm system moving through. There it is, area of low pressure just sitting over the Great Lakes. And this is what's been plaguing us throughout the weekend and now into the early part of May. It's just fetching some snow here in the UP of Michigan. They've had 4 to 10 inches of snow in the UP into northern Wisconsin up toward Eagle River. Houghton, Michigan's seen some of that snow. We're kind of right on the edge. So basically Madison areas to the east going to see some of that chilly rain, and we can't rule out some of that snow mixed in. But look at these. We have winter storm warnings here on the first day of May across the UP of Michigan into extreme northern Wisconsin. Winter weather advisories all the way down into the Fox cities where they could see a couple of inches of snow. And you can see that's where most of the snow is falling. This area of blue here in Fond du Lac up toward Green Bay. We've been right on the fringe here, but you know some of this changing over a little bit blue here in Columbia County, so you can actually rule out a flake or two of snow coming into the Madison area this morning. Most of this from Madison areas to the east. So we do have the cool weather in place. It looks like we have 2 more cool days headed our way. Temperatures running well below our average. We should typically be in the low 60s. I think that transition comes our way Wednesday. Generally dry later this week and gradually warming up. But this afternoon, windy and chilly with the scattered showers. Northwest winds sustained at 15 to 25. Some of these gusts this morning up close to 30. Right now, temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40. Madison 40, but it's 34 only in Juneau. 37 right now in Wanakee and Sun Prairie to Cottage Grove. 39 in Belleville, Perry sitting at 37 degrees. So you'll need that winter jacket today, especially with this wind out of the northwest up there at 20, 22 miles per hour here in Madison. So rain basically from Madison areas to the east. Once again, a flake or two of snow, especially in Dodge and Jefferson County this morning. Gradually starting to wind down, at least for a time, going into the late afternoon into the evening. But the cold air is in place across the Great Lakes states, but that should finally retreat to the north. As we go into the middle, later part of the week, and we'll get back into some much warmer weather by the upcoming weekend. We're definitely going to enjoy this. I just have to get through the next 2 days with temperatures well below average, upper 40s to around 50. Showers tapering off this afternoon. Can't rule out a couple of showers tomorrow afternoon. And then temperatures well in the 60s and maybe getting closer to 70 by the weekend.
We can make it.
Just got to hang tight.
Kelly, we got this. We got this, boys. Kelly, thank you very much. It's the start of a new month, so that means it's time for our April look back in the 608.
Josh Breider's here to take a look at all the memorable moments that he had for last month. Hey there, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, I know I'm looking forward to some warmer weather so we can be outside and enjoy it a little bit more. But April was our first month back out in the field full time since Leah returned from maternity leave. We made some more incredible memories along with sharing some inspiring stories. Jumping around at the 4th annual Flight of Lights this morning.
Josh Breider's hiding behind one of those sunburst chairs.
Hey guys, look at that. Look at that glow this morning. And we're just hanging around in the 608 this morning. Coming up, details on Cycropia's experience.
The home opener for the Milwaukee Brewers. So we sent Josh on a little road trip this morning.
First off, guess what I'm holding right here? This is a brandy slush.
Hey.
Guys, this is one of the new things that you'll be able to check out here. Look at who we got right here. Hey, Bernie. Oh my gosh.
Here we go. I'm going to take a bite. You can hear this crunch, and it'll make you jealous, Leah.
This is my favorite.
Oh,
yes.
Stop it.
Oh my gosh.
Stop it.
I will never forget this moment. And Zach remembers when I was down there with him last year. Oh my gosh. Can't you hear the crunch of that? Like,
go hit the road. All right, good job. You're in.
I did it.
All right, now then, you're basically trapped. Got your rope.
I'm all tied up here, guys. I'm just thankful that I'm still on 2 feet. I was worried that he was going to put me all the way down this morning.
Pause on either end, because the ends of these pendulums are where you would be able to do tricks.
We're not quite to the tricks level.
Yeah. But just getting started. This is called the Freshman 15. It's 15 scoops of ice cream and 5 toppings of your choice.
Guys, oh my gosh. I'll just be here until the next segment. I'll probably have this all down in about 20 minutes.
Well, we're trying to figure out how to get a cooler to you.
This is not a fundraiser. As I told you, it's a heart raiser.
We love that. I'm going to use that forever now. Remember, you can always watch our features by going to channel3000.com and clicking on our In the 608 section.
So much fun, and I can't believe I've been back for a month.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
How are you doing?
Time flies.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I know Stanford said earlier, like, I can't believe the Brewers home opener was just 30 days ago.
I know,
right?
Like, just time flies.
We only have 7 more months of baseball season.
I know.
Baseball season lasts all year.
It's crazy
like
though,
November,
you
right?
think about it, because I mean, we're already into May now, although it hasn't really been feeling like it. I'm looking forward to getting outside and like ditching the coat. I feel like every day I'm still having to like, come on, it's like, it's spring.
If they think about this, there's only like 1 month left of the school year.
That's wild.
That is crazy.
Just in a few weeks, like kids are going to be wrapping up for the year.
Yeah. Downtown this weekend,
summer
a lot
break.
of UW kids were taking like their graduation photos. And I was like, wait, I had to kind of think about it for a second. It's the end of the school year.
Right.
Wild.
Speaking of the weekend, we had a little bit of fun on Saturday.
Yeah, take a look at this. Here's some video from Saturday. Leah and I were the MCs for the 10th annual Wisconsin Grilled Cheese Championship. We also got to do a little judging and a lot of eating, Leah.
Oh, you better believe it.
Brady Mallory was there as well. He was one of the judges, and we got to meet so many people down in Dodgeville and Iowa County. It was so fun to see the creativity. Look at that sombrero on that grilled cheese. Of course, these folks going up against the best of the best, and if you're looking forward to next year already, the date is set for April 27th, 2024.
I think you are now an honorary member, an honorary resident of Iowa County. Folks were really excited to see you.
It was so much fun, and of course, yeah, you know everyone down there, so everyone's coming up here asking to take photos with Leah.
No, with Josh. Everyone's like, who's Leah?
Oh, whatever. No,
we saw you last year at the family reunion. I want to see Josh.
As we're like stuffing our faces with grilled cheese.
I'm so full still.
Stanford, I mean, we know Leah by now, but it's like we had to like alternate our judging. So like she'd be on the mic and I'd be eating.
Yeah,
She's like, Josh, don't let me eat anymore. And she'd just come over and just, I'm like.
I was taking some of his submission samples.
Of my submissions.
Yeah,
I'm like, Leah, I am trying to judge right now.
I was hungry.
This is a serious event for a lot of folks.
It is.
I mean, fun and games for some people, but some
It was like
stiff competition.
Core, seriously. I mean, we know how Wisconsinites take their cheese, and it's an important part of their daily.
Do a lot of them use ghee butter?
So
that's a thing, right?
That gentleman from Highland.
That's what makes that crunch.
Yeah.
So I will say, I don't think a lot of them really had that crunch that I was looking for.
I agree. But I have to give a shout out to the Highland gentleman, Zach Washa. He did have a good crunch. He didn't sweep the competition this year, but he did well.
was really good.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah, that old-fashioned one.
Unbelievable.
You got me.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Tough assignment. Coming up in the morning sprint, we'll have the latest location on Madison's Black Bear.
But first, it's May 1st. We want to say happy birthday to Brinley and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Happy birthday, Brinley. Have a great day.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
The garage door is America's new front door. So why not look at it in a whole new way? Let Precision's experienced designers come to you. Let us show you the difference a new Precision garage door can make.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Low E, also known as low energy, is wreaking havoc on millions.
I can't even pull out the hose.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness. Now through May 10th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. It's how you turn your low E into big fitness energy. Our clean and spacious, judgment-free zone has equipment for every workout to keep you energized all day. Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, May 10th.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
As the sun rises, we raise the flag, a symbol of all we hold dear. Courage, opportunity, democracy, freedom. They're the values that built this country and still beat in our hearts. But they're under attack by an extreme movement that seeks to overturn elections, ban books, and eliminate a woman's right to choose. Joe Biden has made defending our basic freedoms the cause of his presidency. And he's running for re-election to finish the job. To protect the freedom for women to make their own health care decisions, the freedom for our children to be safe from gun violence, the freedom to vote and have your vote counted. Under Joe Biden, the sun will not set on this flag. American democracy will not break.
I will defend our democracy with every fiber of my being, and I'm asking every American to join me.
For freedom, for America, Joe Biden.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
Stanley Steamer loves Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Paul Lashik, local owner of Stanley Steamer here in Madison. We've been proudly cleaning your homes and businesses for over 30 years and will continue to keep your carpet, upholstery, area rugs, hard floors, and air ducts clean for many more. We strive to provide the best quality in both the services we provide and the equipment we use. That's why you've trusted us to keep Madison and southwestern Wisconsin homes cleaner, healthier, and more beautiful place to live. Call and book a cleaning today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with the chance for snowflakes across the viewing area. Kelly Slifka and a look at the radar on this chilly May 1st. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, happy May Day. We are talking about a little bit of snow mixing in areas to the north. Might be hitting the Sun Prairie area, maybe the north side of Madison this morning. See some of this blue showing up. Most of it is up to the north and east, and actually they're seeing some of that accumulate as you get toward the Fox Cities and then up toward Green Bay. Right now, Madison fairly quiet. But you can see some of that starting to move out of Columbia County into northwest or northeastern parts of Dane County this morning. 40 right now in Madison's 34, only in Juneau, 41 in Janesville, 40 currently in Monroe. Basically, most of the precipitation, mainly rain, but a little bit of snow mixed in this morning, falling from Madison areas to the east. So basically east of I-39 throughout the morning hours. Later this afternoon, a lot of this should be moving on to the east, but we still can't rule out a shower going into tomorrow. Looking at those winds out of the northwest, up there at 20 miles per hour later today.
All right, thank you, Kelly. You look here at some video out of Rhinelander, Wisconsin. They got a couple inches of snow over the weekend. They could get some more today. Over the season, it's been particularly snowy in the Northwoods. Rhinelanders got 90 inches of snow on this season. That's the most they've gotten in over 6 years.
We have your full forecast coming up in the next few minutes, but we do want to remind you to get up-to-the-minute updates on weather in your area by downloading the First Warn Weather and Traffic app from your app store.
Well, that black bear that's been sighted around Madison still in town this morning. The latest update comes from the Nextdoor app that says the bear was in the neighborhood, the Meadowood neighborhood yesterday. So officials want you to be cautious if you're going out by yourself or with pets in that area. If you do see the bear, don't approach it, don't run. Make a lot of noise if it gets near you. You also want to keep your garbage cans, bird feeders, and other food indoors. And you might want to think about keeping your pets inside. Madison Police Department believes the bear will leave the area soon. You want to stay with Channel 3000 here or on the app as we update you on the bear's locations through official statements.
The cars are clear and a federal investigation is underway in a train derailment outside La Crosse. It happened in DeSoto, Wisconsin. Emergency management from the area says no hazardous materials leaked during the crash. 4 crew members were hurt, but not seriously.
Marshall police say a domestic dispute led to a nearly 3-hour standoff with officers. Authorities say they were called to Evergreen Boulevard just before 5 p.m. yesterday, where a man told them he had a gun. A Dane County Sheriff's Office negotiator came on the scene to help, and just after 7 o'clock, the man eventually surrendered peacefully. He faces charges that include disorderly conduct while armed and intimidating a victim while armed.
UW's athletic department says it's gathering information yet this morning after Badgers wide receiver Marcus Allen was arrested during the Mifflin Street block party. Allen faces charges of being armed while intoxicated, but has not yet been formally charged. Nearly 10,000 people attended the block party. 44 were arrested.
In Maple Grove, Minnesota, in the Twin Cities, a crash on I-94 led to a traffic backup here and drivers jumping into action. 2 vehicles were involved. Before emergency services got there, more than a dozen people jumped out of their cars to help those who were caught up in the crash. Troopers say the drivers will survive, and it's unclear what caused it. Well, we are nearly a week away from the first English coronation in nearly 70 years. There will certainly be full pomp and pageantry with this, with the historic St. Edward's chair that was made over 700 years ago. That chair was used for the coronation of King Edward II, whose rule started in 1307. He was the son of the king in the movie Braveheart.
All right, 5 minutes away from a 7 o'clock, meteorologist Kelly Slifka on this chilly Monday morning, the first day of May, and we're still talking about some snow. You can see some of this showing up on our radars, indicating some snow here up in Columbia County, maybe headed towards Sun Prairie, mainly rain in Dodge and also Jefferson County to the east. Most of the rain today is going to be from Madison areas to the east, but it's gloomy out there. We've got our sky cam from Edgewater. Windy day as well. Some of those northwest winds at 20, 25 miles per hour. We're starting out near 40. Most of the rain from Madison areas to the east. A little bit of snow mixed in this morning. Gradually starting to wind down as we only get into the upper 40s today. So our first morning forecast, not looking great the next 2 days, but hang tight. It does get better. We are definitely due for some better weather later this week. Can't rule out an isolated shower, but no big storm headed our way. Temperatures well in the 60s to around 70.
Stay with us for an update in about half an hour.